the Mountain Harbor B&B and hostel where I stayed last night. Had a really good night up there in the loft where the stained glass window is. Slept like a rock. It was awesome. A really pretty property. This right here is a little food truck that they have for serving meals. Good food. I had a great Reuben sandwich yesterday. There's a B&B up there. And down around the back there's a stream and tent space and just really nice, very well maintained, well cared for little place. Mountain Harbor Hostel is right here on 19E. It's a real sharp little turn off if you're driving. We actually came by car on Tuesday morning to drop my brother's car so that we could hike an overnight back here, and then I spent the night, so it worked out well. And as you can see, this is a busy street, and the hostel is about 0.3 down the road from the AT, so we had to hop across the street yesterday. It was a little crazy trying to cross because there were a lot of cars and trucks and big trucks. So I am back in the woods, and there's still plenty of road traffic because I'm just maybe 100 yards from the road. But as I was starting to say when all those cars were going by, if you come up at the road crossing going northbound, you go to the left 0.3 to get to Mountain Harbor, and to the right 0.7 to get to the station. And we actually had planned to drop my brother's car at the station. I was going to stay there, but when we got there Tuesday morning, there was nobody around, and it looked really, really rustic. And I know there's lots of good comments in Guthook about that, and they have craft brew and that sort of thing, so probably just fine to stay, but I just didn't get a good vibe, so we decided to go on down to Mountain Harbor, and it was a completely different type of energy there, and just very well organized, very well run, neat, clean, and they even had the health inspector came out to check them out while I was there, and they got 100. So good job, Mountain Harbor, and just a really nice stay, short. They had a wonderful breakfast spread for $12. You get all you can eat breakfast with bacon and all kinds of stuff, but unfortunately I can't eat that much and hike out, so I had to just do oatmeal and coffee, and I'm on my way. No sooner do I get in the woods than I'm back out again for a little road crossing, and I think I've actually just done kind of a circle from the trailhead. Parking is right down there, although there was a sign when I went into the woods to not park there and park at private businesses for security. I guess they've had a lot of trouble with vandalism. So anyway, I'm going to go across the road and back into the woods once again. So I've been hiking about a little more than 30 minutes from the hostel, and that's usually my warm-up period. Clearly I was an early hiker this morning because I was clearing cobwebs with my pole, just kind of waving it in the air, getting the cobwebs out of the way till another hiker passed me on some stairs as I was going slow, trying to catch my breath. And he said, yeah, we always start this way, don't we? And he's right. That's always uphill because typically your shelters in your towns are down a gap, so you got to work hard to get back up to the trail to see whatever's in store for the day. But I have to say I'm a little, I don't know, I guess I'm feeling a little down, a little off this morning. If you can't tell from my voice, I've got the crud back. It came back a couple days ago in Damascus in the rain, and it's in my chest. I'm just coughing, and my sister insisted on getting me some guaifenesin to try to help clear it out, so I'm taking that to see if it'll do anything. But ugh, I so want to be healthy, and I so want to make progress, and I tear up. It's just frustrating when you think you can do certain distance and your body's not cooperating. This morning, you know, normally my foot hurts after 3 or 4 miles, and it started hurting right away. My back issues are back, the pinched nerves and pain in my shoulders, and just, I know I'm moaning and groaning, sorry, but I know that's just part of the trail hiking, and there's going to be pain and you have to live with it, but it's also frustrating because you try to take care of your body, you try to rest and do the things you need to do, and sometimes they just don't work out. So anyway, not in the most joyful mood at the moment, but hopefully as I get going things will change and I'll be more perky. So I just hiked up through this meadow. It's probably 3 times as long as you can see with those trees, and there are a lot of wildflowers. It's really pretty this morning. There's even, looks like some hay and other things growing, and they're doing some work here to protect the habitat of a little yellow-winged bird that breeds here. And I don't know if it's active breeding season or not. I hear some clicking. It's some kind of animal, but I don't think that's the bird. Lots of really pretty little wildflowers today. So, in spite of the fact that I'm feeling a little down and I managed to get my foot soaking wet in mud during the first mile, I'm doing okay. So just for the record, it's hard to hike and cry at the same time. I'm having one of those mornings, and I just came up a steep hill and just feeling down and crying, and just started feeling like I was having an asthma attack when I got up here, so I had to stop for a minute. But the good news is I think I've mastered the snot rocket. It only took me 7 weeks, but when you're crying and you're hiking and you don't have a Kleenex, you gotta do something, so yay for that. But I'm on this little road now. I don't know if you can quite see it. I'm gonna turn around. It looks like it's an old logging road or something, and a little bit easier terrain, I hope, for just a bit. I've been hiking for an hour and just barely 2 miles in, and my big ambitious goal for the day was 18 miles. More reasonable goal is probably about 15, but I'll just keep going and see how I do. Alright, so I'm walking through this lovely field, and there's a big snake in front of me. He's finally deciding to go on his way. I think he's just oh, don't come this way, no! I think he's a king snake, but I'm not sure. Today's hike is pretty interesting. We seem to be alternating woods and meadows. And up at the top of that last meadow, I had just passed a couple that stopped to take pictures. They had just passed me a few minutes ago, so we were leapfrogging. Got a little bit ahead of them, and I saw my second snake, which you just saw there in the video. And then coming down the hill, there's a little cemetery here that we were just passing by. Looks like I made it to the 400-mile marker. Woohoo! Let's see if I can get myself a picture there. Finally, there's a smile on my face again. I just passed the 400-mile mark, and off to the right was a little side trail down to Jones Fall, which was beautiful. Somebody said it was epic. I would agree. They were just incredible, and it gave me a chance to soak my feet and have an early lunch and talk to some other hikers, and that always helps. I met Joan of Arc down there, saw Trail Dad, who's section hiking, and then I met Juice right as I got back to the 400-mile mark, and he was kind enough to take my picture for me, so I got a good shot down there. And now I am heading on down the trail that direction, and I think what I'm gonna do, based on the way I'm feeling with my cold and my energy and everything, is get to the next shelter in 3 miles, which is a little bit less than 10 for the day, so that's not very much. But I'm gonna stop there for a little while and see how I feel, and either get a really good rest and do 17 over Pond Mountain tomorrow and go into a hostel there, or go on a little bit today and try to get to 12 or 15 and then keep moving. But I don't think that, based on the rate I've been going and the way I'm feeling with the chest congestion and the feet, I don't think 18's in the cards, though. I wish it was, but I will get there. I know I will get there one day, very soon. This is a pretty nice little section of trail. We're walking along this next to this river. I don't know the name of it, but just a lovely field here. It's a little narrow footpath, and when I actually got down out of the woods, a bunch of people were sitting by the trail by the river, and I guess some of them had gone swimming, enjoying the water, and I'm just hiking through. Well, here's the second waterfall of the day. This is Mountaineer Falls, and it's right near the Mountaineer Shelter. I actually have to cross it, or the AT crosses it. I'm literally standing on a rock in the middle of the falls. They head down the hill. I'm walking along beside Laurel Fork. Unfortunately, I heard the water's not safe to drink due to industrial runoff, but it's very pretty to be hiking along here, right beside the creek.